Hello, everyone. This is Chino Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be covering uh, how to do a hack job as an alternative fix. So basically, what I mean by that is instead of having to uninstall and then reinstall an application because you're having problems, I'm going to show you just how to copy a working directory from another machine and just copy it into the client machine that's having problems. Okay, so the way you would do that is let's say, for example, this is my local disk. Let's say that I have the application installed on my computer. Let's say that it's named server-based application. Well, if this is the working computer, what you're gonna do is um, you're gonna go into the you're gonna backdoor into the machine into the share of that particular client and copy over the file. And so the way you're gonna do this is you're just gonna type in whack whack and then the name of the computer. Um, and in my case, I'm not connected to a network share. I'm sorry, to the domain. And so I'm just gonna copy the my machine name and just pretend that I'm connected to the domain. All right. So from the run command, you're just gonna type whack whack the name of the computer and then whack share, right? The C dollar sign. When you hit enter, uh, that's a hidden share, so they're not going to see anything. This is all, you're backdooring into the machine. You're going to see their local drive. And so from here, if it's a 32-bit application, you go to x86. If it's 64-bit, which most companies, I believe, are just running 32 for right now because of proprietary applications, you would uh, go to the correct directory with the correct architecture. And so in this example, we're going to click on the x86 for 32-bit, and we're going to pretend that this is the application they're having problems with. So this is the directory for that application. And so I had a scenario where I went to a medical practice, and most of the applications are server-based applications. So when you go to the directory, there's an XML file, it's a configuration file that points to um, the application server or the load balancer, and then that'll tell it where to go. But in this scenario, the individual that was having a problem, I went in and remoted into their computer, and I looked at the directory, and everything just seemed great. Like there was no problems with the XML file. I was taking a look to see if perhaps it was, it's just pointing to the wrong server, or it was just missing for whatever reason. The configuration file looked good. I looked at the file size. File size matched to all the working file size. So everything was great. I didn't. There was nothing, no indications that there was changes made that could have potentially corrupted this application. And so I went to the event logs. I didn't find anything there that was useful. I looked at the programs, see if anything was recently installed. Nothing. Everything looked solid. And so I went ahead and I asked the individual, hey, is the person next to you, is their computer running the application? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to try something real quick. So I went ahead and, you know, backdoored into their machine. So it'll be basically the same concept here. And remember, just because I'm not connected to the domain doesn't mean that the process is different. It's the same exact concept, except that we would be connecting to a live machine on the network. But because I'm not, I'm just using my machine as the hidden share on my machine, but it's the same exact concept. So don't worry about not being connected to the network share. I mean to domain. Sorry. All right. So um, at this point, you know, she said, yeah, it's working. So I'm like, all right. So I remoted into the other machine. So let's just pretend this is the working machine, or even if it's yours, you can copy it from yours. It's not going to harm it at all. And just to cover some additional bases, um, I checked the configuration file, checked the event logs. I even went to the extent of there's two things. Sometimes you'll run into problems if the configuration file set to read only. That can affect the way it processes the application. And so one of the troubleshooting steps is, to remove read only for the entire directory, and that'll automatically, remove it from the configuration file. Or uh, the other troubleshooting technique that I mostly do is just re-registering the DLLs. Now you can do that manually through the command prompt, just re-register the DLLs in OCX, or you can just, create a batch file and just double click the batch file and it'll just do it for you. Um, but I went through that extent and nothing gave. So I went ahead at that point, just copied the file. So the way you do that is you just backdoor into the working machine or your own, copy the file, and then from the other window where you backdoor to the other machine, you just paste it there. It's that simple. And so, do you still want to merge? No, I don't want to merge. Just want to copy. And then you should be able to copy. Okay, so then once you copy the folder, you just make sure that the user is logged out from the application. Just have them relaunch, and it should fire up. So that's how you fix a server-based application without having to uninstall and reinstall it. Thanks for watching.